Hi Capricorns, Power and Light Tarot coming at you with the reading. Today we have what are their true intentions in love. And I have your oracle cards here, Capricorn, and I actually put too many down, but it's fine because I feel like they're supposed to be here, right? Somebody made a comment, don't you dare put that card back if you kind of pulled it out, right? But we have here, Capricorn, in this reading, I believe somebody who's missing you. Because we have Emily Bronte, this is a fantasy card, and we have the apple. This is about lust and desire. It's really about desire. I shouldn't say lust, because lust always it's kind of negative, right? Or it can sometimes. But this is about desire. I feel like this person has been fantasizing about you, most likely. The person who misses you here, Capricorn, these readings could be switched, right? But the person who misses you, it could be your energy where I'm saying it's theirs, and that's what I mean by that. But this person who misses you, maybe they're married to like a monster. You could be saying, oh my God, right? Because this is about, Emily Bronte wrote Jane Eyre or Wuthering Heights, right? Wuthering, not withering, but wuthering. But it doesn't matter. It's kind of in English, right? But the point about it is that I forgot his name, Mr. Somebody, she went there. I feel like this is the right story. This is, about Jane Eyre. She was just like a cleaner, a housekeeper. She was trying to take care of the house for him. So he hired her. But he fell in love with her and he really wanted to be with her. And so if you've never seen Jane Eyre or Wuthering Heights, it's a must. Yeah, or read the book. It really is. I used to even like the book. I mean, I like books anyway. But my point is, it's about he was married to somebody who I think she had mental illness or something, and so he had to lock her up. And eventually, I feel like she lit the castle. It was a castle they lived, like a palace type of big kind of castle-y type of house here. And Jane Eyre was there working, and so he fell in love with her, but he didn't tell her that he was married and that this woman that he was married to was insane and that he had to lock her up because she was, trying to hurt him or kill herself or whatever, hurt other people. And so, I mean, God, you could be saying, what do you mean? But some people could be, for somebody might be kind of locked up in a prison, like a palace, maybe where there's money, it could be. But I feel like they're definitely fantasizing about you at the very least. But they could be with somebody here who is making them, like, they're so unhappy that they're fantasizing about you. We have the familiar, and this is the ally. I feel like you are very familiar to this person. I feel like they are seeing you like as a friend or an ally, right? And we also have the snail. This person, one of you guys is very fragile right now or very, very vulnerable because it's showing up here with the solitude card. And this is Alejandra, and she has a broken heart, and she's in solitude. Yeah, while they fantasize, that's the only thing that relieves them here, Capricorn. Fantasize about making love to you or something. It kind of relieves them from their pain and their kind of fragility here. They're healing, though. We have healing right here with Maria Sabina. Yeah, and the tree is here with it. This is about, it could be about healing. It's about wisdom and roots, growing roots. But I feel like this person is gaining their wisdom. We have the mirror, and this is about perception. And she knows what she wants, right? But looking into the mirror, the hearts are reversed. The sign of the high priestess is over. Like, I'm trusting my intuition because I perceive something I want. And here in the mirror here is, the phoenix. Somebody wants a rebirth with you and they want to rise up from their funky situation, I feel like, right? And she's wearing a mask, though, which is kind of really interesting, right? Let's see what they have to say a little bit about the familiar and the ally, right? Let's see. And and the mirror is this is clarity. Yeah, interesting. Reflection, perception. They're taking off their mask. Your perceptions are correct. Mirrors are the reflectors of life as it is. It says, don't be deceived by surface appearances. excuse me, things are not always what they seem. You might think that your person's happy for some of you guys, but I don't feel like they are. Feel and see exactly what is being reflected back to you and trust your perceptions. Above all, trust your intuition. Your energy body has the ability to to feel at all levels and will often speak to you through a sense of unease or confusion. Yeah, exactly. When you think something's kind of wrong, it's because it is. And you need to find out what you can do to help or stop it or heal or move on or do something here, right? Yeah, and that's exactly what this person is doing, or you, right? It just depends here. If something doesn't feel right, look carefully at what is happening. Yeah, things don't feel right here if you are watching the world stage, you guys. Oh, hell no, right? These people, a lot of people are standing up and saying, a lot of these creepy people are saying, oh, your rights are not important. They're saying that because they're trying to convince you they're not, and they're trying to tell you don't fight for them. They are. Go see the Alaska Prepper, you guys, the July 18th, yesterday's video. Half of it is over on Patreon. It's free. He has the link, but he had to put it up, the remainder of it, because he thinks they're going to take it down. All right, so go see the Alaska Prepper. It's I don't know, some Puerto Rican guy over there. He's a great guy. Yeah, he is. And go see what he has to say. Please do that. I never really ask you guys to kind of really, no, I don't really. And we have the Aquarius card, Capricorn. This is highly independent. I feel like your person wants their independence, because I feel like they're fantasizing about you and they want to come be with you. Let's see what the ally says. Yeah. And he's sitting in front of the bonfire. Let's see what it says. The familiar, ally, support, and friendships. Love is your greatest ally. You know, your person wants to come be with you, and they're fantasizing here. I feel like they're brokenhearted. Maybe you are too, but long story short, your person could be trapped in a palace with somebody who's horrible. They could, you guys. Sorry to say that, but for some, kind of allegorically speaking, right? But the familiar, let love be your ally. This person, whoever they are, whoever is having a hard time here in this fragile, very vulnerable state, and they're in solitude, is the person here who is trying to make love their ally. Like, I love Capricorn, so I have to remember that and let love be my guiding light here, or my driving force. I feel like you're friends with this person. Like, they see you as a friend, Capricorn, right? Yeah, I like Capricorns. I always see Capricorn. For some reason, I get along very well with Capricorns. Yeah. Yeah, so let's see what we have. And let's see what we got for your person. For Capricorn's person, let's get, we're going to use 2 decks here in the other reading. We're going to use a different deck. We can use different decks in the other reading. Let's see what we have, which have different insight. Yeah, they do, you guys. They always do. My decks do. Let's see what we have for Capricorn and their person. The 5 of Cups. You already suffered by them, Capricorn, or you felt some regret. You could have felt some regret, like things didn't work out, right? Regret is many things, right? Regret can be, I'm sorry I didn't do it this way. It could be also, it just can be, right? It's this kind of the same. There could be like some type of kind of different perspectives about it, but they're kind of the same. Like, oh, it didn't work out. Woe is me. Kind of like that. It could be an energy where you wish you did things different, for sure. Let's see what else we have. Or, you know, que lastima. Like, this is sad. And kind of what a regret or what a disgrace, kind of, right? Yeah. Let's see what else we have for you, Capricorn. We have the Page of Wands here. I feel like somebody's very cerebral. This is why we have Aquarius. I mean, you know, this could be too that there's just an Aquarian here, but I don't believe that. I feel like somebody wants their independence and they're going through some type of an awakening with the Phoenix showing up in the mirror, or they have. And they're seeing you as a friend, said Capricorn. So that could be helping them come forward. Because when you see somebody as a friend, you see them as them being in your corner. right? As opposed to just romantic love where, you think somebody loves you or very attracted or just something like that. Let's see what we have for your person, for Capricorn's person. Yeah. And so Capricorn, this could be you here because it's showing up in your current energy, but that could just be you, but you might be feeling stuck here about something that didn't work out for you. Yeah, there could have been a sad ending with this person. I don't feel like this is over. I already feel like in this reading, I haven't even put their cards down, and this isn't over. You could just kind of feel it, and yeah, it's a vibe here. And we have the King of Wands. Your person could be the King of Wands. They could be this Queen of Cups here. Another Capricorn. Let's see. But what's on their mind is the Queen of Cups. This could be love is on their mind. Possibly. When we see the Queen of Cups, it talks about compassion and love and intuition. Your person might be trusting their intuition because of the mirror. That's exactly what she's doing. She's looking in the mirror and she knows she has her intuitive perspective. That's really what that means. Somebody has some wisdom here with the tree. And hopefully you're trying to grow some fruit, all right? Because these food chains that are like being, without too much talk on it, food plants are burning. They're trying to disable farmers around the country, around the world. Wake up, you guys. Little Susie, please. Let's get back to this. Go see the Alaska Prepper, please. And we don't have any conspiracies here. No, we don't. We have a lot of research and love and patience in searching for the truth. Yeah, we do. So let's get back to this, Capricorn, because you really want to manifest this. Magician is on your mind. You want to manifest this with this person. Let's see what else we have. This has been burdening maybe for both parties. Here we have the Ten of Wands, rather. Yeah, let's get a couple of cards from this other deck. Right? Let's see what we got for Capricorn and their person. Let's see what we have. We have the Gilded Cage. I feel like this came out the other day. Okay. Sometimes I use this deck like just for a couple readings and then I go away, right? For like a month or so. But, here, Capricorn, you feel somebody's in a relationship of convenience. That's what this is, the Gilded Cage. The beautiful woman is in the cage dressed beautifully. You don't sit in the cage dressed beautifully. No, you don't. You go wear your t-shirt and your shorts or your jacket and your jeans, right? Depending on the time of year. And here he is looking into the cage and, he has control of her. Your person might feel stuck in a situation where there is money, right? And so you feel stuck about this. I feel like that's what you feel. You feel like either this is you or about them. Somebody's in a relationship of convenience. It does look like that. Let's see what else we have for Capricorn. And the Liberation card. Here's a woman leaving on the goose. This is about separation, liberation, freedom, leaving something. And she's so happy to leave wherever she's at, right? Her hands are up in the air like, thank you, Lord, or thank you, Creator, thank you, somebody. Yeah, thank you to the divine. I'm leaving. And here she is on the goose. I feel like you want your person, you either want to liberate yourself from a situation that is where there's money here, but there's no joy, or they do. I feel like it's them, but I feel like it is. Let's look at your challenge. You have the Six of Pentacles. You have the Ailing King. This could be your person. And maybe they are ailing here. This is interesting. I feel like this showed up the other day. This is about somebody who's in a relationship who's unhappy. Right? And they have all these potions and alcohol next to, he's reading there. But every day he wakes up, he takes a lot of potions. Right? He drinks a lot maybe, but he's unhappy. Every day he wakes up, he says to himself, I hope it's another day. But it's like a lie. It's a fallacy. Nothing's changing. It's stagnant. I'm unhappy. And so in the challenge here is the Six of Pentacles. You could have been part of a third party, Capricorn, because I know how you guys are, right? Totally do. Just teasing. Uh, but in the Six of Pentacles, Capricorn can talk about money here because we already see the gilded cage, right? So in your challenge, somebody has some money here, or they're sticking around because they think somebody has, their partner might have more money than them, or they don't want to, if they are the ones with the money, they don't want to like lose money in leaving. It's interesting though, because the ailing king usually wakes up. He usually wakes up and says, I'm getting the hell out of here. We have the Knight of Swords. This could be what you want. You want this person to take fast action and stop waiting. Stop letting time go by, I believe. We have the Depression card. Wow. I feel like you think this person's probably depressed. Maybe this is you about them, but I feel like it's probably them. Because here they are with the Nine of Swords, Capricorn. In their challenge. This is fear, anxiety, worries. I feel like you know this person's sad, or you could be depressed because they haven't taken action. Because in this reading, some time has gone by. This lady who's liberating herself, this is what you want. You either want to liberate yourself from a union or you want them to. I feel like it's them. And that's why we have Aquarius with this Independence card. Or with that's what the first thing it talks about. You could be hoping they're not depressed, possibly. But this could be about you kind of felt depressed because you just want them to take action. You want them to get on this goose here and fly away. You're like, fly away from, the Wicked Witch, or, I don't know, controlling Charlie, or, this dismal situation. Because I feel like somebody's in a dismal situation here. They could be. Emily Bronte was about, he was fantasizing about Jane Eyre, about Jane. He loved Jane. But, it's about fantasizing, but it is about somebody who was like in a really shitty situation. He didn't want to kill his wife, so he knew she was crazy and she was going to try to kill him, so he locked her away upstairs, and Jane kept hearing that. She goes, what's that? Yeah. There's a really good one. I think it used to be on Netflix about Jane Eyre. Yeah, it's a really good one. So let's get back to this. It ends up, and in Jane Eyre, I feel like she marries him in the end. I hope she does. I feel like she does, because I've seen a couple. She does. I feel like she ends up with him. Yeah. And something happens to the insane not ex-wife, but wife. Yeah. So let's get back to this, Capricorn. We have the Page of Wands showing up in your fear or your doubt. Let's get a card on that. You're afraid you're not going to have a renewal with them, or they're not going to set out on a path to return to you, or there's not going to be change or a new direction, something. You're afraid here, possibly, or you think. I shouldn't say afraid, right? Afraid is kind of a deep word, but this is your fears and your doubts, right? You could just feel like this person here is going back and forth. Like one day they say they're going to return. This is a shadow boxer, right? The shadow boxer is somebody who goes back and forth with themselves. And one day they're, it's kind of like doubts. You're afraid here that this person is kind of maybe 1 minute wanting this and the next minute they're afraid. Probably. Here they have the King of Wands. They have the Eight of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. And here they are in fear, like worries here in their challenge. With worries in their challenge, it doesn't always mean fear, but it definitely means they're not in a good place. This is your person, Capricorn, who has the snail, very fragile and very vulnerable right now. Your person here, they could be this fire sign. Let's get a card for them, for Capricorn's person. We have the Black Mass. They want to leave some, and I was saying that here. They want to sacrifice a situation where it is kind of this gilded cage. There's a lot of money here, but there's no joy. She's like, let me out. I don't care about these kind of really nice clothes. I'm leaving once you let me out of this cage. That's kind of... She's sad, and he's looking at her like, well, you can't get out unless you do what I want. something like that. Or can't you see how much money you have and beauty you have, but you're not behaving correctly, so I have to put you in the cage? Your person might have sacrificed you in the past. I feel like they did. They left or something like that. Here they have the Eight of Pentacles, and they have the Medusa. This always kind of shows up when I use this deck. It does. And this is the Furies. Like somebody's very angry, furious. And the man's running away with guilt, while this bitchy woman in the back has her electric snakes on her head. This is she's kind of a artificial intelligence Medusa. Yeah. And I don't blame them for being afraid, you guys, because they're trying to make robots here like control everything. Like the robot is more important than the human being. And for all you non-believers, and what I'm saying, please go see the Alaska Prepper. Please see it. Yeah. So here's your person, Capricorn, afraid or dealing with fear because I don't know if they're exactly afraid, but they feel really shitty because they feel guilty about somebody. I feel like your person they're dealing with guilt about sacrificing somebody. What's on their mind? The Queen of Cups and the disastrous couple. This couple is chained by the devil. Yeah, they're not joined together by God or the divine or the creator. No. Or the universe or spirit. They're joined together by the devil. You could be saying, oh my God, right? And here they are. The devil's in the back and he has his clutches over them. And they are chained. And the man looks at the woman like, they're both kind of looking at each other the same way, but he's looking at her a little bit more like, we need to unchain, we need to let this go. We're not happy together. We're letting the devil kind of bind us together, which could be maybe about money or something. But your person, this is called the disaster card. Yeah, and so they are in a disastrous union with somebody. Right, Capricorn? They are. Hopefully it's not with you. Just teasing you guys. I don't feel like it is. I feel like this person loves you and they want you. Yeah, that's why I'm easy to laugh at it, right? The Nine of Swords in the challenge for them and the King's Children. Okay, that's what they call it. I wish they'd take that name off because it sounds so... it sounds like, what do you call that stuff? Or incest. Because this man wants to marry the woman. And they're calling it the King's Children. That's because a lot of these people who write these decks is based on dark energy too. It is. It is, you guys. It's both. A lot of symbology here. The other day I went to a funeral. I was looking at symbology in the church. I'll be honest with you. And I like religion to a certain degree. But at the top, I know what it's all really about. It's really about control. And we're not going to discuss that here. Yeah, you can always write me at create898@protonmail if you want, to see something that kind of speaks in that is supporting what I'm saying. But let's get back to this, because you guys know sometimes I'm like I do go to church sometimes, occasionally, right? But let's see what we have here. That's because the corner pastor, the guy down at the corner church, right, or in my neighborhood is, most of these small-time pastors or maybe small-time priests are really about faith in a good way. Okay, let's get back to this because I don't want to talk about that. I don't. No, we have here, Capricorn, in the challenge, this person wants to marry you. And what he is doing here with his little, this guy, he looks short. You guys have a short boyfriend? It could be. But long story short, it doesn't matter, you guys, if they're short or tall. The point about it is that sometimes these are literal. But my point here in the reading, you guys, is that he's calling out to her. She's ready to get married here. She on the other side, but he has to swim this kind of really unruly sea here and climb way up. And he doesn't look like he's been to the gym a day in his life. No, there's no muscles here. He's a cerebral type, I suppose, right? But she has her wedding veil on in her dress. The rainbow's on her side, as is the castle and all this kind of beautiful trees and things like that. He's saying, wait, I'm coming. I love you. I'm coming. I'll make the sacrifice. So your person here, they love you, but they're still kind of afraid here. But the challenge could be that somebody else here could be really fragile that they're dealing with, right? Remember, I talked about the story about Jane Eyre. Well, the woman that his wife that he put in, locked up. A lot of you older people know the story of Jane Eyre. This is why it's important to read books, because it just is, you guys. But long story short, your person might have put somebody, there could be somebody that they're dealing with somebody who's very fragile, maybe with emotional issues. And this could be their problem, because clearly they love you, Capricorn, with this card, the King's Children. And clearly they're in an unhappy situation down here with the disaster card, and the couple are looking at each other like, let's let this go. Like, come on. The devil's right here next to us. How can this be anything good? So they have the Page of Swords. This is kind of what they could be hoping for. And we have the Vanity Fair card. So we already saw here, Capricorn, the Gilded Cage, right? This is from the Gilded era, where people had a lot of money, and women didn't worry about squat. All they worried about is how beautiful they were going to dress their little kids. But this was kind of like, there were still a lot of poor people here. There were, but long story short, that's about people who have money, big money. We're not saying big money, Capricorn, But here's the Keeping Appearances card, the Vanity Fair card. Your person is living that kind of union with somebody where there's money and stability, but there's no joy. And I've been saying this for a little while here. Here they are, hoping, here they have the Page of Swords and the Vanity Fair card. Your person could be spying on you. They could, but let's get a card on that Page of Swords here. This is incomplete. Here they are worried here. I feel like they are trying to wiggle themselves out of the situation. Yeah, they are. But because they know, they have their perspective here that you are what they want. They want to rise above the ashes and to have a rebirth with you, or a new beginning. Let's see what else they have. We have the World. And this talks about them still figuring out here if they're going to end a cycle in order to have a new cycle with you. The World, Capricorn, implies that you are their big wish, because this is dreams realized at the end of the journey in the tarot. In the Major Arcana, right? The Major Arcana is the journey within the tarot. It is. I feel like your person knows they're going to have to leave somebody behind regardless if this person will be sad, regardless if they can't deal with this emotionally. Eventually they're going to say, well, I have to live my own life. Or I have to go be with Capricorn. I have to be happy. That's what it is. I have to be happy, right? Here they are. This is your person. This is their energy here. Sad times here, Capricorn. Sad times, right? And so let's see what else we have for them. Here they have the Vanity Fair. We're going to get one more card on them. Yeah, we are. The Knight of Cups reversed. Let's see if I flip the cards. Yeah, I did. So they're hoping here, your person here they know they love you. Here they have a love offer here in their hand. But they're hoping they still need more information or more analysis, because where's that Page of Swords? It's here. But I feel like your person, this could be saying that, but they know here they have to sacrifice this other situation. They know it. They know it's no good for them. So in the long run, they won't stay. They realize that at least. It's not just, beg your pardon, I don't want to hurt somebody else, right? And that's kind of their plight. But it's also that they know they're not happy. And this person knows they cannot stay forever being unhappy. Let's look at their fear, the Hierophant, or their doubt. See what this is talking about. We have the Ten of Swords reversed. Yeah. So they're afraid they're not going to be able to rebuild with you because of this marriage or whatever they're in here. But I feel like, on a majorly general kind of, because we have to look at all the cards and the placements different. Yeah, it is. And to kind of really gain the story here, we have to also look at the reading together. right, collectively. But your person here, this Hierophant showing up in their doubts and fears, kind of, it's just a negative energy. They're in a negative marriage or relationship. Right next to the Knight of Cups. They know if they don't offer you this cup, Capricorn, that, and they won't be able to rebuild with you, but they know they're going to stay over here. I don't know, in the dark room with this person. The person they have put locked up into this kind of dungeon here. Yeah, it doesn't have to be literal, guys, but I feel like all these stories from this deck, that's why I really like that deck, kind of the little blurb they put there really has to do with kind of what's going on. So we're going to end this reading, Capricorn. I really want to see your extended. I do. Because they can't stay in this situation forever. It's like, they can't, right? Just, yeah. So we're going to see over there, we're going to look at their underlying energies, how they feel, their environment, what they want to say to you, how they're looking at the whole situation. We really want to see that because, right, we're going to see what's unknown about them. Also very important here. And the bottom of the deck over here was the Seven of, and their true intentions, of course, was the Five of Wands. This is loss here, and the man's looking at something he has destroyed over here. Your person knows, they feel like they really want to let something go that is not worth kind of putting effort into. We're going to end this reading. Thank you so much, you guys, for joining me here. God bless you guys. Don't forget to, the link is always below. They're super affordable. Don't forget to go see that video on Alaska Prepper, dated July 18th. Thank you so much, you guys, for joining me here. Yeah, God bless you guys. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe.